Who's the last person to say, I love you to you? For me, it was my daughter as I was dropping her off at school. But before that, it was my kids, my wife, before I left the house, giving them a kiss as I was going. But like, who's the last person to say to you, I love you? And did they really mean it? I mean, was it a culturally true statement? Culture has really minimized the truth of love. I mean, we love things on this earth. I mean, we love our game consoles. We love our computers. We love our entertainment devices. We love our phones. Some of us do. I mean, some of us are absolutely irritated. We love kale. No, we don't love kale. we really don't. But anyway, like, has your truth about love been culturally damaged, or is there something real and true and significant about it? 1 John 3:18 tells us, like, it's not enough to love with speech, but we got to love with action and deed. Like, I mean, I know we can say I love you and we can mean it. I mean, that's not saying just act and do things and people will know, because sometimes you can act and do things and people can not see it or not hear it. Like, that's not an excuse to not say I love you. But what that is saying is that when you say I love you, you better make sure that your love is backed up by what you do. I mean, it is insignificant and a waste of time. It's a waste of energy and effort to say to someone I love you but not mean it at all. Like to just, the love like that is stale. It's worthless. It's not powerful. It's not significant. I mean, I've had people in my life say, I love you, Seth. I love you, Pastor. And you know that it's just lip service. You know that there's nothing to it. You know that they love you just as much as I love kale. Like in their words of love, you can see behind it that there's no value to it. There's no real personal expression there. I mean, do people see that in you? I mean, I know that sometimes we've got to love people that are hard to love, but like, when is the last time when you said, I'm going to love somebody, that you backed it up with action, you backed it up with doing something, like in your relationship with your spouse, like in your relationship with your significant other? I mean, are you acting in a way that is revealing to them love? You can kiss and say you love them in intimate moments, but like, is that real? Is that sincere? Because I tell you right now that if you're just saying I love you in an intimate moment, but outside of that intimate moment, you are not revealing or showing or expressing love in action and deed, that love that was said earlier means nothing. If you say you love your kids, if you say you love your friends, if you say you love people, now what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Because I tell you right now, the truth of Jesus Christ will only be recognized through the lens of real love that exists in people's lives and is being expressed through people's lives. The only reason I love the way I love is because Jesus first loved me. He forgave me. He released me. He freed me. He gave me grace and compassion and mercy and forgiveness. Those are the things that are distinctive about my love, because he made those things distinctive about his love for me. He's the one who was on the cross and uttered words that some of us could never put our minds around, that forgive them for they know not what they do. I mean, how could you do that? These are the guys who whipped you, insulted you, spit on you, beat you until your face was unrecognizable, and then nailed you to a cross and mocked you. And you can say, forgive them? I mean, that's the kind of love I'm talking about. Love that's hard. Love that makes us complicated. Love that makes our life complicated, makes it difficult, makes it hard. I mean, like, when's the last time you loved like that, though? I want you to step outside of action and deed alone. I want you to step outside of word alone. I want you to step inside action and deed. I want you to do things today. I pray that you do things today. I pray that you are compelled, even convicted to act, because you know that your love cannot just be lip service. If you're going to change lives, you're going to change the people around you, if you're going to change the culture, the situation, the environment that we exist within, you better believe that your love better be backed up by doing. You better believe that your love better be backed up by doing. I don't really thoroughly enjoy love that's hypocritical and meaningless. Love people with meaning, love people with intention, love people with purpose, love people in a beautiful way, love people in a way that's going to prove to them, it's going to prove to the world around them, it's going to prove that it's real. I mean, that's like lugging hard things. That means like getting on your knees sometimes and scrubbing floors. That means like cleaning things. That means cleaning fans. Sorry, baby. That means like doing things, like stepping outside. And that means showing kindness. That means like stepping in there and you may see like a coworker like lazy and dodging out of responsibilities, but you're going to show your love by picking up the slack. I mean, not in a way that you're going to get stepped on. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not telling you to be abused in the case of showing your love. Like step up, stand up. Maybe that was a bad illustration and it's too long into the video to re-record it. Like, don't be manipulated and abused. That's a good point. Don't be manipulated and abused by the love you give others, but you better believe that your love has active moments. Activate it today, guys. Activate it. Why? Because every single day, Jesus activates his love towards you. And every second, every millisecond, all existent for all time, Jesus is enacting his love for you. Do the same. Somebody so desperately needs it. There are people that have talked to, that have texted, that have messaged, that have posted a comment on social media, whatever, that have come to me and said, if you wouldn't have said that thing, I would have killed myself tonight. You never know. You never know. Love with action. 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 I love you. Jesus loves you more.